welcome to Inside Success TV, a brand new online TV station that helps support, motivate and inspire entrepreneurs to get ahead in the business world.
Inside Success TV will be interviewing the likes of Max Clifford, Peter Jones, Julian Meyer and Will King, just to name a few. We will also be going on the streets of the UK to get the general public's opinions on topical business issues such as Cameron v Leaders, is it okay to mix business and pleasure, and is it acceptable to break rules to get ahead in business?
So stay tuned to www.insidesuccess.co.uk. It's a brand new TV station, so stay tuned.
In the show today we have the founder of King of Shaves, Will King.
Hi, good to see you guys.
Good to see you, Will. How you doing?
Thank you very much.
How would you describe yourself in 3 words?
Momentum creating individual.
Perfect. How would you describe the King of Shaves as a brand in 3 words?
King of Shaves.
How would you describe your early childhood?
Early childhood, good. I was the son of 2 teachers, so we had a thrifty yet comfortable upbringing. Education was important. I was no good at ball sports, and my brothers were, so I got into skateboarding in the like 70s, and then sailing. So great fun.
Back in '93, when you set up King of Shaves, what inspired you and what were your first actions?
Well, what inspired me was I'd been made redundant from my job in marketing and advertising in the last recession, and I decided I wanted to do 2 things: A, be my own boss, and secondly, manufacture an actual product.
Did you seek any business advice when you first started in business, or did you have any mentors?
I didn't have a mentor as such. The guy who'd made me redundant from the conference production company I worked with, a guy called Herbie, he was a higher management consultant. He'd studied at INSEAD and done an MBA there and worked for a consulting firm, Booz Allen and Hamilton. And he was my business partner, i.e. backer. So I would chat to him about the business, what the issues were, how things were going, would we ever get there, what needed to be done. But there wasn't a business mentor as such. I just got on and basically did it. So you had to learn to delegate, and it's what I now call delegrate. All right, you've got to find great people, surround yourself with them, live at the centre of the business. Clearly you can't do everything, but what you can do is get things going you believe are going to be relevant, and then have other people work with you on their delivery.
Obviously, you're in competition with companies like Gillette, which obviously have a bigger source of finance than you. So what kind of marketing tactics have you used to get to yourself to the position that you're in now?
Yeah, I think, the people who will be watching this video, you'll say, crikey, Gillette's a huge competitor, how do you compete? And often what you have in monopolised industries, Gillette has a 90% value market share of system razors and blades worldwide, is they've got a great deal of cash, but often the creativity is somewhat, well, not very good. So cash is often the enemy of creativity, and what you have to do is to be creative.
You started King of Shaves after becoming redundant. Currently there's unemployment on the rise in the UK, so what do you think this is a good time to be starting a business? Yeah,
absolutely. I was made redundant from my marketing job. I worked in conference and event production. Clients simply stopped spending money. Unemployment then was 3 million. Interest rates were as high as 12%. The interest rates are at an all-time low now. Unemployment is lower than it was. You have the benefits of the internet now, which if you've got a great product or service, and we'll come back to this, you can then take the awareness of that great product or service globally, i.e. to lots and lots of people. Cash has always been the enemy of setting up businesses, so you have to be creative and clever about how you raise that, whether it's by getting your friends and families involved, whether it's by repeatedly going after government-backed loans, whether it's by grouping together with a bunch of guys to get the momentum away. And a recession, what happens is it's a great filter for rubbish companies. A lot of rubbish companies fall by the way, because since 1987 to where we are in now 2009, you've had pretty much 20 years of economic and material wealth growth. And now that's reversed, and a lot of companies that were set up between, let's say, 95, 2005, all they've ever seen is good, and now they're seeing what bad looks like. And if they weren't very good, then it's going to be bad for them.
We also always get someone to send us in a question to ask you. So Simon from Liverpool said, I'm an 18-year-old looking to start a business, but I'm not sure whether to do it. Not to do it because of the credit crunch. So should I find a job or should I start a business? And are there any places which you could recommend
So what I'll do, Simon, is send me your email, your address. I'll send you a copy of this book. This shows you how to build a great business in tough times. There's no better time than to build the business now. But what you do have to go out is get a lot of knowledge and get a lot of support from a lot of people that are close to you. Come up with a product idea or service that you believe is good, and then see what other people think. And even if people don't think it's very good, don't take the first no as a no. You've got to find out all about that.
I just wanna be success.